Welcome, adventurers from across time and space. 5 creators have been brought together from across the internet for one purpose and one purpose alone: to travel through time and have a good time doing it. When big changes happen to the timeline, the change attracts other time travelers like gravity. They won't be able to move past it until they fix whatever was messed up. So our heroes are stuck together, but only for the time being. The scene opens on a red plain covered with dancing figures. The red soil of Mars is roiled into an enormous cloud as the people of the United Colonies have the biggest party of any of their lives. An enormous speaker gives this deep bass beat that pushes the red dust out towards the crowd itself, as well as the greatest DJ on all of Mars, resurrected Flava Flav. That's a bad example. Who's a good DJ that people like?
Steve Aoki.
Yeah, Steve Aoki or
Okay.
Plume.
As resurrected Steve Aoki pushes the dance to feverish heights, it seems as though the entire population of Mars is present here at the capital city of Medusae Fossae. But that can't be possible because there are millions of people spread across this planet from many, many colonies that have been brought together into the new republic that is United Mars. The scene is busy enough and exciting enough and loud enough that it would be easy to mistake the appearance of a few time travelers for just a fluke of the light or a trick of the noise and dust. And so it is that a few travelers do appear suddenly in this writhing mass of humanity.
Near the back of the party, there's a little shadow that kind of ripples, and through it walks this mountain of a man, Mason Rockwell, this big guy kind of dressed up in like a suit that would look nice at some point, but it's kind of scuffled and roughed up a little bit. And the man himself also has some bumps and bruises and scratches and stuff like that from his wild, trying to solve cases and get the bad guy and save the girl, all the big things that a private investigator does. He comes through and immediately he is shocked by the noise because he likes his quiet and his kind of reserved corner of the universe. And all of a sudden, there is all this loud digital music that he is affronted with. So he immediately comes through the shadow and is overwhelmed and tries to like hop back through the shadow because this is not his taste at all. The color red is very just much of an affront to him. He's just like, his world is very gray and sepia toned, and all of a sudden there's just this river of red. So he's hold on, and trying to jump back through the shadow, but to no avail. He is stuck in this new reality. He's looking around and he's like, it was another dark night out in the alley, but through the shadow, what is this color, this brightness, this noise, this light? What is this? I need to get back home. I think I've had one too many, and he's gonna try to go back through the shadow, but he can't.
Excellent. Amazing. As Mason Rockwell attempts desperately to hide in the shadows that are increasingly elusive as the lasers get brighter and brighter, Omar, how does your character arrive?
First, just want to elaborate something. Are we on like the surface of Mars, or we're like inside some type of building?
You are on the surface of Mars, although there is a large, You know those pop-up aircraft hangars that they have that sort of feel like you're living inside of a giant air mattress? Yeah, it's sort of that situation. There's like a huge tent that's held up by the air pressure inside of it, but it's truly enormous. So you're in like a several football field sized pressurized tent like that.
Got it. All right. At this point, in a kind of a corner where nothing can be seen, just like an empty area of this place, a Ankh appears with a glittering golden light, about 5.5 feet tall, as it turns into a doorway. When it opens up, a blue light shines through, and stepping alone, garbed in what looks to be the same as before in the last adventure, where the bottom half is more of a Roman army outfit.
Yeah, you've got like the sort of leather kilt.
Yeah, the
made of
leather
belts
kilt
thing. Yeah,
exactly.
There's a name for that, and I'll look it up while you're describing.
But on the top is a fishbowl head, as his garb just happens to be magically in a spacesuit, though his bottom half is exposed. You see almost like a grayish bluish cat person walking through, with his jade-like eyes, as he's just darting back and forth as the doorway closes behind him. Just, oh, crap. Now where am I? But why am I in this fishbowl? Here we go again. And he just runs off into the middle of this chaos.
Excellent. And your word of the day is turgies. Turgies. Spelled with a P for some reason. P-T-E-R-U-G-E-S. That is the proper name for the Roman armor skirt thing. Ba, 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 ba. Fantastic. So as the pharaoh bounds off into the crowd, I think the camera swings over, and for the first time we're aware of the sort of cinematic scope of this. Maybe the frame even pulls down a little bit and gives us that widening effect.
For some reason, there's a tent flap. She pulls back, and is sort of backlit, and she's in like a classic 1950s space, like sci-fi spacesuit that you would find in a B movie. And she scans the crowd and then sort of like walks behind some people. And when she comes out on the other side, she is dressed in an appropriate outfit to fit in with the crowd. Just a little shakes out her hair and strikes a dramatic pose to let the camera pan around so that we can get a full view of what is going on around her. And I think she, in her scanning, I think sees the pharaoh and is like, zooms in on him and kind of starts working her way through the crowd. This is just an industry party. She's very used to those.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
How much of your crew do you think are readily apparent as you leave the frame, but the camera lingers a little bit?
I think there's probably 2 or 3 that are scrambling to both stay out of frame and keep me in shot. I think the camera guy is maybe being led by one of the PAs so that they can scoot people around.
So they don't,
So nobody gets in the way. Yeah.
Not being bumped into by Martians.
Correct.
Fantastic. And we can talk a little bit more specifically about the rave gear that you find yourself in.
Oh, I can't wait.
I would love your thoughts because I'll be honest with you, I didn't have any clear ideas about what 30th century rave gear would look like.
Great.
So we can have fun with that. But I think the person most likely to look at home in 30th century rave gear is the last one to arrive on the scene. Stella, tell us how your character arrives and what.
Yeah, I have
what she looks like.
I have a clarifying question.
Yes.
So this is a colony, but it's not like a colony that's like just humans. It's like a bunch of different alien races, or is it just humans?
It seems to just be humans.
Okay. And there's like a big dance party going on, right?
Yeah, it's giving more well-lit rave from the Matrix vibes.
So the way that I travel is I travel through like a thing called like the Mistine, right? Which is kind of like a rainbowy water effect. But I want to differentiate it from like, a Thor, essentially. So it's more like a pastel goth type vibe, and is more instead of like a beam of light, it's more of like, again, that like rainbow that you sort of see when you're like looking in the rain. So there's that. So I want that to come just like in the middle of the dance floor, like fully in the middle of the dance floor. And I kind of imagine every time I kind of just like walk out of it, but it's always like, what's that? There's like a TV. Oh, it's Dexter, where he's always like turning in every shot whenever they see him. So like that's the vibe. Whenever I'm out of the Mistine, I'm like turning. And I want it to be like a moment where I like, it's the dance floor, and then there's this light, and everybody kind of like, jumps back. And the music's still going, but everyone's kind of trepidatious. And then I like walk out of it, and then there's just like this beat where everybody sees me, and I have, really pale skin. I look humanoid but alien enough where like, I have really uncomfortably blue eyes. I have like weird kind of long hands, but I also at this like, I'm assuming I'm gonna call it like 30th century like Burning Man vibes, that everybody's like wearing like wigs and costumes and stuff. So I think everybody's like, whoa, and then they're like, yeah. I'm just like in the middle of the dance floor, and I just go with it. I feel like I come in and we all look at each other, and then there's that moment. And then we all
there's
just
like
rage.
a drag on the synth, and then they hit the beat again. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
I love it. Fantastic. So you all find yourselves in this absolutely boppin' rave. Those are words that haven't been used together before. I'm sure of it.
Boppin' Rave.
Boppin' Rave. Yep.
The name of this episode.
Yes, there it is. Stella, I think it is your character who is attracting the most attention.
Right.
By virtue of this beautiful moment that you had upon your arrival. And so there's this guy who sort of dances up to you, and as you are getting into the moment and people are sort of normalizing that you're there, he says, "Hey, I don't suppose you're a time traveler, are you?" This guy is full on wearing 20th century Americana, like a brown t-shirt and puka shells. Does not belong in this rave.
I kind of like am dancing and like kind of looking around for like other people or other like allies, quote unquote. And I just say, what a weird question to ask a stranger. And I'm just kind of doing that woman at a bar, like looking for other people vibes. Like, oh, okay.
I'm just, look, I've been trying to leave this party for a while, and I keep being brought back to this exact moment. So if you're a time traveler too, you may be like hella stuck here, just as an FY your eye, you know.
In this hypothetical situation where I am a time traveler, are there other people like you?
I'm really hoping so, but I haven't run into any yet. But you know how these things go. Once one of us gets stuck, everybody sort of dog piles on.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna, and then I kind of like shove myself into the crowd, and then like try and get away from him. And then I like look around. Do I see any of the other three anywhere?
I think it is likely. Well, let's go ahead and let's draw a card for it. Let's let that be our first skill draw.
I also, in my head, when she floated away, that was the end of the episode.
Well, call to adventure? No, thank you. Bye. Okay, so we'll do a luck draw. Luck draws are super simple. You're going to name a suit and draw the top card. If it happens to be that suit, then good news. The thing you wanted happens.
Ooh,
cool. Spades. Nope, clubs. Took me a second. I was like, what is a spade?
Is this one?
No, it's a club.
Okay, well, that's too bad. So you just wander around this party for a little bit. And you are not finding your friends readily. It's just getting increasingly awkward.
Yeah.
But you have left the dude bro in the puka shells behind.
I don't know why I did not want a part of it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. You've got the key information, player. So well done there. So Sarah, as you spot the pharaoh, why don't you go ahead and continue that scene, the two of you?
I just sort of make my way over and bend down. You know, you could take the fishbowl. Would you like help? Do you want a little? Would you like to take that off?
If you don't, it's kind of stuck.
Yeah, no, I got it. Stop squirming. If you could stop with the feet. You're scratching me. All right. Calm down. Okay. Why did you put this on, man?
I get glimpses of where we're going, and I thought we were in space, so I asked the gods to give me a protective spacesuit.
Seems like maybe the gods didn't really know what was going on here.
I mean, do you know what's going on here?
I mean, I know we can breathe, right?
True.
Yeah.
But for how long?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that we'll get to the lunch break soon and it'll be fine. Have you seen anybody else? Like, is it just us here?
You're the first I've seen.
I mean, this party looks pretty great. Like,
you haven't seen a party until you come back to 4000 BC.
Oh, let's go.
Now
Should we go?
We have. Well, I've tried, but I can't leave.
What do you mean you can't leave?
I mean, it's random, but if I pray really hard and I get really cute and I get put on the cutest kitty face.
You are so cute. I like it.
Yeah. See, nothing. It's like I'm being ignored.
Oh, that's frustrating. I'm so sorry. I pull out some cat treats.
I find this very, very insulting.
Brought them for you, just in case I saw you again. I wanted you to have something nice. I'd love to scan the crowd and see if I recognize anybody else.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another luck draw. Name your suit.
I'm gonna say diamonds. No.
Okay. Yeah, somehow you miss the very distracting arrival of Stella's character.
Yeah, I was very busy hanging out with the cat. Like, that feels very much like what I would do at a real party.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, but there's a cat in the corner. I'll go over here.
If there's a cat at the party, yeah. Maybe it was just before or just after you stopped looking. In fact, I think for cinematics, like, we see Elena look out over the crowd, turn back to the pharaoh, and in the background is this like light show and the sudden stop in the music. So yeah. Somehow you miss it. But Omar, how does Whiskers do? Let's see if Whiskers spots it since you're facing the other direction.
Save us, Whiskers.
By the power of my gods, I say it's a spade. Joker. Does that mean wild?
Somehow you will all find each other, I promise.
That means it turns into a musical if you get the Joker card.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I quit.
That's if you
And
get
Lady
the
Gaga
second
shows up.
Joker card.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The second Joker card comes up.
I quit.
Okay, so yeah, neither of you see Aixa or Mason in the crowd, but I do think that Whiskers, as you're looking over the crowd, having drawn a Joker, I do think that you spot the dude bro in the puka shells who is called by a cat in a space helmet as he comes over with the same leading line. Hey, I don't suppose you guys are time travelers, right?
Why? Who's asking?
Well, I'm a bit of a time traveler myself. I surf through time, but that's neither here nor there. My name's Josh.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But hey, because I've been like going through this rave a few times now, and it is getting kind of weird that I can't leave. Every time I try to leave, it takes me right back to a couple seconds ago, and then in a few minutes, all the power is going to go out, and we are going to be like all the way screwed. So, do you guys got any ideas?
First off, my name is Pharaoh Scaterus Menorican Philenius Percival the Grand, and you may kiss my hand, my paw.
Oh,
Now hold up my paw.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Now, second, what exactly will happen in a few minutes?
Well, like I said, the power's going to go out, and I don't know if you know how it is to live on Mars, but I just learned that without electricity, the air stops, and everybody doesn't live very long.
Whisker immediately puts the helmet that was off and took off back on. I knew it.
Elena calls for her stunt double.
Yeah, sweetie, what's up?
Yeah. So I just found out that there's going to be no air here, and that feels like something that a star wouldn't do. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
So if
do
you
you
could
just want to
just-
like have
just-
me step into your spot for the
Yeah, if you could
rest
just-
of the scene?
Just tag in.
Okay.
I'll
They'll
go-
dub your voice in though. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So we'll just shoot you always from behind then, and I will try to go figure out what's going on, and you stay here in the danger. I love you.
Okay, sweetie. All right. And she's like straightening the U wig.
And then while she's out there, I would like to go find where the power supply is.
Good choice. Good choice. Whiskers, are you gonna go with her, or are you gonna keep hanging out with Josh?
Whiskers doesn't realize, because he's looking at himself too much and getting his paws kissed, that he's just continuing the conversation. Yes, and what's your favorite time period, Josh? And does not know as a stunt double is just a stunt double.
Amazing.
All right, let's zoom the camera back over to Mason. Detective Rockwell, you are especially good at investigation. This should be, I don't want to gild the lily too much, but I have a feeling you've got an edge on this. Let's go ahead and make this a skill check for you instead of just
Okay.
a raw luck as you look around yourself. So you'll draw against my card.
Yes, please find us.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
I got the
Oh.
Queen of Clubs.
All right, well, I got a 2 of diamonds. So good news. We have a success on the table.
Woo!
So who do we think Mason sees? Do you think you spot Aixa on the dance floor, Whiskers over by Josh, or do you think you spot Elena as she heads off into the crowd?
I think initially I see the stunt double, Elena, and I'm like about to approach her, but then at the last minute I see someone kind of like slinking off like I would. I'm like, who is that? And I see the real Elena. And so like I go to approach her. Hey, Elena, right? Is hey.
Yeah, you are definitely an M name. Michael,
it-
Marvin,
Mason, it's me, Mason.
Yes, see, I said
Yeah.
that. Hi.
Hey, where are we?
um,
What?
Yeah, not to be alarmist, but it turns out that some gentleman named Josh informed us that very soon the power's going to go out and we're all going to suffocate to death. So I was thinking maybe we could check on that.
Death is not good. Also, there's another mystery. There's another person that looks like you over there. So I don't know if that
Yes.
has anything to do with it. We need to.
Yeah,
if we
she's
need to
my
solve
stunt
that.
double. She does the danger stuff.
Oh, okay. Isn't this time travel all kind of danger stuff?
Which is why she's always with me. And-
all right.
And not
solve that.
because she's my wife. What?
Oh, huh? Oh,
Nothing?
okay. Right. So you said there's a power outage gonna
Yeah,
happen?
just gonna go check on
Okay.
the power.
Do you know where that is?
Oh, I assume that when I pull back this flap, it will be here. That's what would normally happen.
I didn't even see the flap there. Well,
Just gonna pull back a flap. Is it there?
As you pull back the flap that connects this large enclosure to the rest of the habitation unit,
Mm-hmm.
instead of like just a big power station, you see into the sort of central hub of the colony's main like structures. So this is Medusae Fossae, and it is the newest colony city on Mars. So everything is like spanky, fresh, and new. All the shiniest tech, all the newest glass. Everything is very, very crisp and clean. It looks like an Apple store in here, which means, unfortunately, it is like all the way hard to tell where anything is or what anything is because it all looks like a chiclet.
Okay.
But I think that there is a chance that between you and Mason, the two of you might be able to figure out which way to go.
I am going to strive confidently forward. This is... If this was one of her movies, she would know the way. So she is just gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Mason, how about you?
Feel free to stop her.
Mason's gonna look off in that direction and then be like, I think we probably need the others. So he's gonna go back over towards Whiskers, and
I love
hopefully
it.
I eat Ska, but she's in the middle of the dance floor, and that's too many people for Mason. Maybe I can get Whiskers to get her, and then we could reconvene.
Very smart.
There you go. All right, fantastic. So yeah, so let's follow Mason as he heads over towards Whiskers.
So he's just like popping up through people's shadows. Like you'll just see his head in the crowd because he's really tall, but then he'll kind of slink down and then pop up a little bit closer and then go down and then pop up in another spot a little bit closer until he's like right up behind Josh and Whiskers. And he's like kind of leans down. He's like, Your Highness, my lord, and like extends his hands towards Whiskers in like a greeting.
You hear him, he's like, you wouldn't believe Queen Elizabeth I. Now there's a, whoa.
Oh, what? Oh, hey, who's your friend?
Oh, that's Mason. Yes, I remember your name. I know all my subjects. Kiss my paw.
Oh, okay. I put like my hat in front of it so like Josh and like everyone else doesn't see me do this because it's not a thing a big tough guy would do.
Is that how everybody greets you, Your Highness Whiskers?
Well, of course, it is your honor to be able to kiss upon the hand of royalty such as mine.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
So, what brings you here, Mason? What news do you carry?
I heard about your conversation with the Josh, I believe your name was.
Yeah, that's me.
Hello. So we need to get the rest of the band together, and Elena is headed towards the power supply. I think she knows where it is. She's walking very confidently in a direction. So I think we need to get everybody and go meet her over there.
So if you're here and she's right here. Doppelganger. Pull the wig off the body, off the double. Fine, if you're here and she's
gonna ruin
here.
the shot.
The camera guy's like, and readjusts.
Then there is one more. What was her name? She was the strange one.
The alien? Yeah, she's super cool, but she did not want to talk to me.
Josh, are you also a time traveler?
Oh, yeah, I'm the time surfer. I surf through time.
Okay. Are you part of this Nexus Save the Universe thing, or is this kind of just like a hobby of yours?
Oh, yeah, no, look, bro, I surf through time, and sometimes I get caught in these mad time eddies like this one right here. And, you know, whenever somebody screws with the time stream, it just like, it gets us all, you know, just like this. We all get all hella stuck. So I'm just like you, bro. We're one and the same right now.
Yes, and we don't want to die. I mean, you'll die first. I have protection.
Oh.
So where did you see, what is her name?
Aixa.
No. Aixa.
Oh,
yes.
That's a cool name. No wonder she didn't tell it to me.
That's one of many reasons, possibly. But
okay.
I think we're gonna go talk to her. But Josh, I have a very important mission for you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's critical to the time sphere that you go to DJ and ask and request a song because DJs love that. And I feel like that could definitely save the time stream.
Okay, so like if I pick the right song, I could save everybody.
You could. You
Oh
could very well.
man. Okay. I'll think of something. I'll think of the right
Right,
song. All
right.
right. I'm
All
just
right, so
gonna
you
I'm
do
just gonna
that,
go
and
through
then
my Zune real quick.
Oh no.
My suit.
perfect. All right, Your Highness, if you would care to lead the way to the center of the dance floor.
And like head directly towards where Aixa should be. Come, we
I
ride.
love the idea of the cat just like weaving through this.
Yeah.
You know.
I would say every so often there's a laser that shoots down, and it's like.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
So it takes us a little bit longer to get to Aixa, or maybe Aixa notices this rabid cat hopping from laser to laser.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I think Aixa is absolutely going to notice the pharaoh as Whiskers chases the laser lights through the crowd.
You've returned, my nemesis.
Can I feel like Ice has like not great sense of boundaries, so I definitely like I'm dancing and stuff. I just didn't like that dude's vibe. And I see Whiskers, and I feel like I'm really excited to see somebody that I know here at this incredible party that I'm really vibing at. And I definitely scoop Whiskers up and do that thing that you do when you have a cat and you're just like dancing with them, and they're like, I do not want to be a part of this. I didn't consent to this. Oh my god, hi! I'm so happy to see you here.
And then me, my enemies, it gets away. Ah!
And then I get really serious. And I'm like, your enemies are my enemies. I'll kill them.
And it will return. And we
Wait,
will
did
be
we
ready.
cause the power outage?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We must go.
Okay.
It seems-
Did you find that weird guy with the necklace? He tried to talk to me, but I did not enjoy it, so I left.
Yes, he was an odd one, but Josh is his name, and he comes with grave news. It appears that this entire place may lose all of its air in a matter of less than a couple minutes, and he only said we had a few. We have to go and find and follow Mason now.
Oh,
I have this helmet, so I'll be fine, but you all may not be.
I feel like because I have this like really advanced spacesuit that we talked about, I have like in like functional AI and stuff. I feel like I just put like a Winter Soldier Red Hood style mask over my mouth, and I'm just like,
Yes.
I will be fine too. Hi, Mason.
Hey, how's it going? I just take like my handkerchief and put it over my face. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Alina's back this way, so if we want to exit the dance floor and go meet up with her, maybe we can solve this problem.
I put Whiskers like on my shoulder if he wants to be there.
Oh no, yeah, he totally just sits there, and as if he's just kind of just being taken for a ride, he just kind of points to this. Go forward.
Perfect. I love this shot of the three of you in the middle of this writhing mass of humanity as Whiskers gestures forward. And as you look towards the door and a laser light crosses the three of you, all of the power just kicks out.
Yeah, it's happening.
I thought Elena knew where it was, where the power supply was.
Does she know how to work power supplies?
She was very confident in the direction she was going, so I thought she knew.
People around you are starting to scream and panic. Speaking of Elena, let's go ahead and cut out to the hallway as you make your way out through the colony.
Yep,
Yeah. So Elena, you are walking with great confidence, and of course that is to be rewarded.
I am.
But how do you think you are going to approach this thematically? Are you following wires? Are you looking for doors? What is Elena looking for to stride towards confidently?
I think she is trying to follow the person who she perceives would be in charge of this. So she has looked at for like a nerdy looking scientist.
Oh, okay, great.
And she's like going after him.
Yeah, so I think you go after this nerdy looking scientist, and they get to a door that has one of those like access key card situations, a proxy key.
Got it.
And as they are approaching the thing, they hold the key card up and nothing happens. And then they hold up they like get into their wallet and they pull out a different key card and they hold it up and nothing happens.
Mhm.
And this gives you enough time to like catch up with them before they're able to get the door.
I'm going to pull I got drunk at the rave and I'm looking for the bathroom.
Nice.
I'm just gonna so hey, listen.
I
I was just gonna kind of like fall on him so I can try to like seal the the key card from. I'm so sorry. Where is the ladies' room? You big handsome piece of meat.
Hi.
Hi.
I will take you there. How does that sound?
Just tell me where it is. I'm so good. I'm so good. If you could I just am looking for the ladies' room. Oh, just kind of like falls, so he has to catch me a little.
Do you live in Hab 1? I don't think I've seen you around.
Oh, stop. I'm always trying to get your attention. You never pay attention to me. You never, but I've been trying to talk to you for a while and you just never look in my direction and it's just not nice. So.
Oh, I'm actually supposed to observe everyone in the colony, so that's
I know that's
like super
your
embarrassing.
Job. It is super short. I won't tell anybody.
Okay.
Have I stolen his key card yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Great. Hey, listen. I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna sit down right here. I just kind of like sprawl in front of the door. Like, could you go get me some water? And maybe a bucket.
Yeah. All right. And like scuttles off in another direction.
Great.
In search of, you assume, a janitor's closet.
Yeah. I don't care what he's looking for. I like to try to go in this room. What's in here?
Fantastic. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go into that room.
Okay. Do I need to draw for it?
No. To enter a room is going to be fine. You stole a guy's key card. I should have had you draw for that, but here we are. We were having too much fun.
Love it.
Yeah.
It worked on you. I was misleading the DM. Is what was happening.
I'm very susceptible to fun scenes.
Perfect.
So as you head into this room, let's go ahead and have you look around, and we'll do another skill draw to see what kinds of stuff you discover.
Okay.
All right.
I've drawn a queen.
Oh, well, that's lucky. I had a jack, so
it has a little
congratulations.
Booper on it.
Ooh, Doom.
Doom.
I think that's Doom, but I wasn't sure.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Mine has like a little circle.
Yeah, the electricity did go out, so that feels like Doom.
So Doom in this case is good for you.
Oh, great.
It allows you to remove the enemy card from play.
Oh.
Which in this case is just going to mean that you're getting an ultimate success on this.
Great.
So as you look around this space, I think that Elena like locks in to this moment, and you're able to sort of scan the space and immediately tell that this is absolutely the room that you're looking for.
Okay.
This is not the power control, but like the command center for the colony. And because everybody is at the rave, there's like one dude on the far side who is clearly watching YouTube or playing Galaga or something.
Great.
Like all the way not paying attention.
Definitely playing Galaga.
Yeah. So in this moment, Elena has like a shot of clarity. And you spot that everything in this colony is downright perfect. Like you can see that this is like there are video cameras spaced around the space that show you the various like communal areas of the colony, and you see the beautiful thoroughfares. You see the crystalline walls and beautiful wide open vistas showing amazing landscapes of the Martian terrain outside. and you can see the outsides of the habitation units and the domiciles, how clean and comfortable they are. It's obvious to you that this is like an idyllic, utopic society. Something has happened here to make it so that everybody is really comfortable. And that's, great, but also, this is a sci-fi set piece, and if anybody knows it, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that should set your plot senses tingling.
Yeah.
Just as the electricity goes out.
Does the guy finally pay attention?
Oh yeah.
In the corner, is he like playing? I didn't know if he was playing Galaga on like a handheld, like if it was like a. Great.
So yeah, I think the lights go out and you hear a frightened scream from the other side of the control room as he sits up. And he's, oh no. Okay, Protocol 12. And you hear like feet get up and pitter patter across the room, and then a lot of clattering with machinery, and then eventually like a flashlight kicks on, and he swings the flashlight up and over and spots you. He's like,
yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't panic. Everything is fine.
I can't see you. I'm having a hard time seeing you because you have the only light. Who is that? Is that Roger? Who is that?
No, Roger's sick today.
Great. And you are?
I am Gary, and everything is gonna be fine, citizen.
It doesn't feel like it's fine, Gary. It feels like maybe you hit a button or something, and now there's no electricity, and we're gonna run out of oxygen, buddy. We don't want to tell your supervisor, right?
Yeah, no, I absolutely don't want that. Protocol 12 says that I am to tell you that everything is fine, citizen.
Right, but everything is not fine, right, Gary?
Probably not. No, citizen. I'm gonna need you to wait right here, and I'm gonna go fix it before everybody dies.
Hey, Gary, you seem very nervous and not at all in control of what's happening.
There are usually 8 people in this room to help me with this, and now
I feel like I have enough charisma for at least 5, so why don't I come with you?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Wonderful. And then I have a couple of friends who are gonna meet us.
Oh, great. Okay, that's helpful. That's more. So just come with me, I guess. And
great.
We will fix it.
Of course.
Why not?
You're doing great today, Gary. I'm gonna put in a good word for you.
Thanks. I hope we all survive.
Unless we die, and then you're going to have a very bad review.
Yeah. That would somehow be worse. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Through here. And so he takes you back to the door that you came in through.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are coming out of the door and Gary's flashlight sweeps across the hallway, I think you spot as a few particularly well-dressed Martian colonists scuttle across the hallway and run into one of the far rooms. I think Gary turns to you and says, I think that was the president.
Yep. That probably true. We can't trust the president, can we, Gary?
I mean, I always have.
Look around you.
Yeah, he does not control the electricity.
Are we sure about that?
Pretty sure about that.
You don't seem sure about anything, Gary.
I am really not. It is, this has never happened to me. So you seem real confident, though.
I do. Why don't you give me the flashlight?
Oh, okay. All right.
Great. Thanks.
Where are we going?
Well, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder. You're going to lead the way, but it was real shaky before. Also, I think my friends are right over here. I would love this. This feels like the correct time in the movie.
It does.
For her to flip around and just have all of them be standing there.
Yeah, this is the moment where they're all just coming out the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, guys. This is Gary.
Hi.
Gary is either going to fix this all for us, or he's the reason why we're all going to die.
Hey,
Gary.
Is he the villain? Is Gary? And I square up to Grandma. Are you the villain,
Let's
Gary?
wait to see if he can fix it. Then you can punch him.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry, Gary. You're doing it. This is a test. Hey, Gary, this is a test. You've been left in charge.
Okay.
That promotion is coming up, maybe.
Okay. We're just gonna keep going for the time being.
Great.
That is where our scene will fade to black, and we'll end our first episode. Super fun. All right.
Poor Gary.
That's yeah.
I'm gonna kill Gary.
Poor Gary.
Poor Gary. Poor Gary. Okay, so real quick, that is the end of episode 1 of our second adventure. Join us again next time when we will find out what happened and maybe save the colony of Mars. Stella Cheeks is at Stella Cheeks on Instagram and Bluesky. Sarah Moore is at Pixies and Pins on all of the social media channels and at pixiesandpins.com. You can also check out her Sarah's Table live streams on Twitch at Pixies and Pins. Omar Burgos is at Tailweaver. Check out his work on the Tale of D20's TTRPG channel. More information at ataleofd20s.com. Ben Banks is at DJ_Blindian on Instagram and SoundCloud. I'm Ansel Burch, and you can find me at The Indecisionist on all of the meta properties and on Bluesky. Special thanks to Cameron Avesk Davis for the song you're hearing now and at the beginning of the podcast. This has been an Indecisionist production. Go to indecisionist.com to find more of our work, including my monthly gaming event, TTRPG Pickup Con, and my other time travel podcast, Time to Party. As you travel at 1 second per second, take some time out for these intrepid adventurers. They may be in trouble, but only for the time being.